Bondok, that's a 3.
Palitan lang ng tres dito, partner.
So Jong Bondok now giving the lead once again. Dito si General Trias. On the move, nicely done. Para dito kay Mangalino.
And finally, Mangalino seeing that ball get through the basket.
Pressure is still on despite the fact that it is Ian Melencio bringing down the ball just to slow things down a bit. Three-pointer on its way. Escobar, wala. And Almaheda, everybody boxing out that time. Reverente. Sinusukat ang defense at that time nitong si Melencio. Pick and roll is delayed. Here's a Preco, tries to drop it off now. Reverente takes it strong. Reverente off balance and still gets it to go.
The initial defense of itong Gentry working well for them, but the recovery on that last drive, medyo na-late yung help defense.
Di kita pa rin tayo dito, Coach Mike,
That's right.
as a playoff game should be. Tandaan natin, karamihan ng panalo nitong kupunan ng General Trias have been by route.
That's correct. And today, medyo challenge sila.
Oo. Bondok starting to catch fire ngayon para dito sa Braves. And a seesaw battle ongoing, 50-49 ang ating score. General Trias now picking up the lead. Almaheda passes up on the drive. Mangalino with a great fake. Mangalino can't finish. Melencio wants to push it, but here comes the defense.
Look at the defense of Paranaque recovering immediately.
Oo. Balik ulit sila sa zona. Escobar now to Melencio. And Melencio does not use the Tajonera screen. Melencio, straightaway 3 is short. Felix Apreco now for the rebound. Reverente showing us his dribbling skills. Reverente taking it strong. Looking for the foul, none was called. Escobar wanting to go early on this trip. Escobar, pasandal na tira, doesn't work. And now Almaheda going the other way. Takbuhan tayo ng takbuhan, and this should favor Paranaque. Reverente gets it to go.
Reverente on one dribble and that penetration, very difficult to stop him once he gets that momentum coming.
Yung open court nito ni Reverente.
That's right.
Is really one of the best in the league. 51-50. Lead goes back now to Bagong Paranaque.
There goes that post play again, partner.
And here is Tajonera bodying up on Mangalino. That's a challenge 3. Oh, how about that one? Melencio skying high over Almaheda, and he will get to the free throw line.
That two-man game was not good spacing at all for the Braves, but the offensive rebound of Melencio, partner.
And Melencio what? About 5'6"?
That's right.
And we do have an injury report. Gwen Maceda. Go ahead, Gwen.
Prudente of General Trias has a sore back. Nilalagyan niya ng yelo ang likod, and by fourth quarter, he will be back. Noel?
And again, thank you very much, Gwen Maceda. That is unfortunate at this point na kailangan all hands on deck para kay Coach John Flores.
Well, at the very least, they'll get him back in the fourth quarter.
Oo. Melencio, dalawa pinasok. Hindi na nga hinintay fourth quarter. Ayan na. Third quarter pa lamang tayo. Josel Prudente is back on the floor. So, matinding yelo. Ginamit dun sa likuran niya.
That's right. And so far, Melencio partners got 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists to show dito sa game na ito.
However, they're only up by 1 at this point. Reverente is also starting to catch fire dito sa ating third quarter. And you can see Lucente trying to seal underneath. Reverente sa gilid. And Castro has been off today.
Oh, Melencio getting those boards, partner.
Melencio going above and beyond the call of duty. Melencio can't get it to go. They get it back, however. Oh, great defense again, and that's the value of a Lucente inside the paint para sa Paranaque.
That's correct. Kahit pa paano, napigilan niya yung offensive threat na yon para dito sa Gentry Braves.
One thing also working for somebody who got introduced to basketball late, konti na lang ang bad habits mo.
Oo, correct.
And that is a forced shot there by Bondok. How about Reverente? Getting it inside. Reverente now on the follow-up, and the running game is slowly favoring Paranaque.
And right now, they're in the driver's seat, partner, by 1.
53-52 ang ating score. 4:25 to play in the third. Bondok on the post-up. Bondok, that one will work as Lucente falls down.
And the power of Bondok over the length of Lucente, partner.
So si Bondok ngayon, siya na nagtitimon as far as the points go. Para dito sa kupunan ng General Trias Braves, the undefeated squad, the number 1 seed. Another 3. This one is off para kay Dondon. And stay right here. Another opportunity para sa Paranaque on a loose ball foul called on Bondok.
Nakikita mo yung length doon ni Lucente kanina doon sa offensive rebound na yun, no? He's not really a high leaper pero yung length niya it makes him get to that ball kahit papano.
Well, again, Lucente is 6'5" with about a 6'8" wingspan, so that's
right.
kind of hard to stop.
That's right.
A miss by Sagigit. Cannot keep it in play, however. At babalik ang bola dito sa Gentry. Bondok is gonna be given a seat. Guillen, babalik si Guillen. Ang dami ring inside incursions ng ating first half.
That's correct. And sobrang lalim rin itong bench ng Gentry for Coach John Flores.
I'm sure may mga 10 player pa sa labas nitong venue na pwede pa maglaro.
That's right,
dyan.
na pwede pang maglaro.
Tandaan natin that these are all local players para kay Coach John Flores. Itong General Trias Braves grew up together, played in Inter-Barangay together, and now on the same team representing their city dito sa CBA. 3-pointer on its way. That one is short. Battle for the rebound. How about Rivera? At eto ngayon ang drive. Nice drop pass. Guillen, pinilit. Good defense that time by Pegaso. Sagigit now into the front court. Tries to get away, and a foul is going to be called. Sobrang bilis ni Pegaso Prudente to give up a foul.
And right there once again, you could see the defense. 2 guys were lagging para dito sa Gentry Braves as all the 5 players were already there for Paranaque.
Neither team in the penalty right now. 3 team fouls para sa General Trias and only 1 para dito sa bagong Paranaque. So here's Castro. Lucente on this give and go. Castro and finally contributes.
That's right. Finally, pumasok rin yung bola na yan para kay Paulo Castro. So let's see what that does for his confidence now.
Time down to less than 3 minutes to go dito sa ating third quarter. Again, a seesaw game. Biggest lead enjoyed by either squad was an 8-point lead para dito sa General Trias. Drop pass inside. Guillen. Nicely done.
Points in the paint continues to be a challenge para dito sa Paranaque as almost at will Braves scoring in the shaded area.
So again, babalik ang kalamangan doon sa kupunan ng General Trias. A miss by Lucente. Coming up on the final 2 minutes itong ating third quarter. Again, one team will be eliminated after this game. A bad pass galing kay Melencio. And into the front court, Sagigit gets it to go plus the foul.
Defense trailing him all the way. Couldn't get in front to stop that penetration. And may bonus free throw dito para kay Dwight Sagigit.
So Dwight Sagigit with a 3-point play opportunity. As you said, Coach Mike, kamustahin naman natin ang mga kaibigan natin dyan sa Joey's Barbershop sa Kamuning, Quezon City. Si Joey Francisco. Ito si John Francisco. Pati na rin si Roland Hara. Ito si Fernando. Pati na rin itong si Chong. At saka, sana mabasa ko na maigi. Ito si Gotok ba ito? Gotok. At saka si Reynald. And 20 years of barbershop experience there. Pati na rin ang mga friends natin sa 4th Quadrant Textile. Number 9 Textile Section sa Kamuning Market, Kamuning, Quezon City. Kay Ver at saka kay Miriam. Happy viewing po sa inyo lahat. And that almost another turnover. So 58-56. Dalawang abante rito. Nakupunan ng Paranaque. Pressure is on once again with Nico De Los Santos breaking the press easily. Nice pass. And that was Prudente finding Guillen inside.
One of the very few times that the transition defense will be late for Paranaque.
Coach Mike Sagigit looking for a traveling call. He might have a case. Tabla, 58 all. One of the rare times that Gentry has been tested this season. Oh, nice series of fakes para dito kay Reverente, but it comes up empty.
Reverente so far one of the leading scorers together with Melencio. He's got 14 in the game, partner.
Yung production ni Sagigit also has been stymied here.
That's right.
Sa ating third quarter. Guillen, kanina pa yan, and Guillen gets it to go!
The unspoken heroes of Gentry. Kaya naman pag tinignan mo, partner, that drive.
Blocking foul call. I believe that is a good call. Coming from our referee, hindi pa naka-establish the position that time.
As I was going to say, partner, if you look at the roster of Gentry, none of these players would be in the top 10 of any statistical
I would think so,
player.
yes.
So lahat sila puro contributions talaga, team contributions in all.
And they do it as a team. And again, tanda natin, yung system ni Coach John Flores has been a national team coach before in the women's level, also a national 3x3 coach, bringing that technology dito si General Trias. So yun, magkakasama na kayo na matagal. Nilagyan pa kayo ng maganda sistema. That really will work wonders for you. 7-0 ang kanilang record. But again, Paranaque still hanging in here.
And the thing is, for Gentry, apart from that system and the coach that they have in John Flores, these guys growing together, yung culture that's built around that team.
Oo. 2 misses at the line. However, Paranaque gets it back. Reverente tries again. And another foul on John Rivera. So I believe that's number 3 on John Rivera already.
Well, so far, itong si John Rivera has not really consistently contributed to Gentry, but the stops that he binibigay dito sa Gentry is nakakatulong lalo.
Wow, Reverente has missed 3 consecutive free throws after making 2 in the first half. And he gets the second one to drop this time. 60-59 General Trias. 1 puntos lang ang kanilang abante.
Nice steal.
They lost the ball and Philip De La Cruz scores.
Well, De Los Santos right there, bothered by the defense of Almaheda. Nobody on the help side para dito kay De Los Santos.
And the pressure is unrelenting para dito kay Coach Mike Sagigit. Almost throw it away. Nico De Los Santos slows it down. Under a minute to go here in the third. The lead belongs to Paranaque. And Rivera, straight away 3. Not this time. Almaheda, babad na babad dito sa ating third quarter. Pushes it up. And Castro on the pull-up. Yes!
Well, if you're Coach Mike Sagigit, you love that. You see it already twice itong si Paulo Castro getting the ball to go in.
Castro almost taking it away from Escobar. Escobar airborne. Tries again. And he is fouled and he gets it to go. Grabe ang strength na pinakita that time nitong si Escobar.
Yung mga pull-out situations na yun, partner, as you see that right there. Escobar getting that leather, and look at the power on the upper body of itong si Escobar.
Yan lang tinatawag nating home court bounce because there was supposed to be no way he was gonna make that shot.
Right.
Kanina si Gillian may ganun din. So he can tie it up at the free throw line. I wonder if he's related to your one of your former players in San Beda.
That's right. Escobar, that's right.
And there's going to be a whistle. Bigaso getting tied up there with Rivera. It looks like Bigaso will be called for this foul. Oh, check that. Hindi pala foul. They just say separate from each other.
That's right.
So Lucente will come back in for Reverente, who's worked hard here in the third. Final seconds of quarter number 3. Bigaso. Almaheda looking around. They want a decent shot. 4 seconds remaining. They get it back to Joshua Almaheda. Wide open look. Yes!
The trust in your system, partner. Shot clock winding down. You know those options are gonna be there.
For the second time this game, buzzer beater ang binitiwan dito ng Paranaque. And it gives them a 3-point lead heading into the fourth, 65-62. And we are entering the final 10 minutes of this game. 10 minutes, probably even more. Tignan natin kung may overtime tayo rito. At the rate these two teams are going, it has been a nip and tuck affair, as the late great Joe Cantada would say. 65-62. Lamang po ang mga bisita bagong Paranaque kontra sa General Trias Braves. The undefeated number 1 seed have their backs against the ropes, but they still have 10 minutes to get out of this situation. Noel Zarate alongside Coach Mike Perez and Gwen Maceda. Thank you for your continuing patronage dito sa ating Community Basketball Association.
Well, so far, partner, the numbers that showing us is that Dwight Sagigit is our leading scorer for Paranaque, seconded by itong si Guillen for the Gentry Braves with 16 and 15 respectively. And the rebounds is Abreco who's leading everyone with 8 and followed by Bondok with 5.
And Apreco is on the floor to begin the fourth quarter. Mukhang hindi na ipagpapahinga rito yung dalawa nila starting point guard. Almaheda, pati na rin itong si Melencio.
That's right, most probably, partner.
So to begin the fourth quarter, Reverente back in. Joshua Almaheda for 3. Good! And Parañaque's biggest lead now, Coach Mike, 6 points, 68-62.
Should be a cause of concern, partner. You've got Castro, Sagigit, and now Almaheda sinking those triples.
Oo. And Castro is still on the floor. They're not going small. They went small towards the end of that second quarter.
That's
Kaya
correct.
nakuha yung Kalamangan. Prudente, getting it to Melencio, pang bowing tres, comes up short. Almaheda pushing it up once again. Almaheda on the no-look to Castro. Castro on the pull-up.
Every time you get a Paulo Castro in the open floor, whether into 3, the long toward that penetration, he's high threat to score those baskets.
Suddenly, it is an 8-point lead for Bagong Parañaque. 70-62. Coming up on a minute gone by dito po sa ating second quarter, or fourth quarter rather, and the drive is good para kay Ian Melencio.
Good execution right there for Gentry. The ball moved, the men moved, and freed up for that basket on that floater to si Melencio.
13 in the game para dito kay Ian Melencio. Almaheda tries to create some space. Apreco ngayon. Over now to Lucente. He loves this baseline shot but doesn't work that time.
But that's good range for Kervin.
Oo. Yan talaga. Wala siyang post move pero face basket.
That's
Very,
right.
very effective. John Rivera on the step back. Yes!
That's John's favorite move, going left on a step back.
Meron nga siyang ganun, 3 points pa eh.
That's
Ginagawa
correct.
niya eh.
Oo. Yung left-to-left movement niya yan, pretty deadly para dito kay Rivera.
Almaheda on the crossover. Cannot lose his defender. Reverente going cross court. Apreco goes straight into Rivera and he's going to be called for traveling. Ganda ng depensa ginawa doon ni John Rivera, just standing his ground.
Yeah, tsaka hindi niya binitawan yung depensa.
Oo.
He stood his ground until that violation was called on Felix.
One more try here for Hadi Porto, who's had a very quiet day para dito sa General Trias. They need him to perform here in the fourth. 4 ang abante ngayon ng Parañaque. Rivera gets it over to Guillen, the leading scorer of the squad with 15. Guillen comes up short. Porto blocked from behind. Apreco gets it, and Apreco gets it off. It is a 4-on-2 going the other way. Almaheda leaves it for Castro, and Castro will miss. Tracks down his own miss, however. Castro tries again. No! Almaheda has it poked from behind by Porto. And here comes Melencio into the front court. Melencio on the 4-on-3, keeps it himself, and scores!
That's the danger of having a Melencio getting that leather from the backcourt. He can immediately make points or make decisions in the front end para dito sa Trias.
Coach Mike, this is 6 unanswered points now for Gentry.
That's right.
Almaheda leaves it for Vinny Bigaso, not really his range. And another opportunity here, this time to tie or take the lead for General Trias. A foul called on Castro.
Yeah, every time the Braves are going to give that shot to Vinny, challenging him to make that shot.
Again, Vinny Bigaso makes his living in the paint. Not really known for his medium range shots. At absuelto na etong si Alan Evangelista after serving that 3-minute penalty on the bench.
Tama.
Approaching 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Pagkakataong tumablaw, lumamang para sa General
You gotta
Trias.
look for Melencio in this play.
Right. But sabi ni Rivera, akin na muna.
Fake handoff.
It is 8-0 itong ang run na ginagawa rito, Coach Mike.
That's right, that's right. Ito, takbuhan na naman, partner.
And that was Escobar picking it up. And now the inexperience of Parañaque is starting to show. Rivera for 3. Wala. And Rivera gets it out. Melencio leaves his defender. Melencio gives the lead back to Gentry.
That little hesitation approaching that lane, getting that defense to commit, and finally that basket for Melencio.
70 all. 8 unanswered points. Or make that 72-70. 10 unanswered points. The Braves have the lead, and we have this timeout. The crowd is energized dito sa loob ng General Trias Sports Center in Cavite, and why not? Their team is on a 10-0 run against the visiting Bagong Paranaque, and we are coming off a Paranaque timeout. What has been the key so far, Coach Mike, sa paghahabol nitong kupunan ng General Trias?
Well, I think more important, partner, that the 10-0 run is that Melencio now is the leading scorer for Gentry Braves. He's got 19 in that run. Talaga namang nakikita mo yung presence nitong Melencio.
He scored 8 points on that run. However, mahaba-haba pa ito. We have over 6 minutes to go. Reverente can't hook up that time, and Melencio recovers a foul on Reverente.
Like what I always say, partner, Melencio getting that leather in the backcourt and streaking down court is very dangerous. At that very moment na makuha niya in the backcourt, make sure you have to have somebody right in front of him.
Paranaque has to do something to stop this run right now. 10-0 ongoing for the home team. Under 6 minutes to play. Melencio, Rivera, they run the two-man game. Rivera on the step back, and that one drops out. Reverente. Dwight Sagigit has been quiet here in the fourth so far. Paulo Castro. Castro momentarily lost it. Sagigit left open for three. And the battle for the rebound won by Gentry.
That shot looked good for Dwight, hindi lang pumasok.
Remember, Dwight Sagigit already with 3 3-pointers in this game.
They want to clear out on the side of Melencio now.
Oh, he's picked up by Apreku. Melencio. Oh!
You gotta credit, partner. You gotta credit itong si Alan Evangelista knowing that mismatch right there. Asked everyone to clear out for Melencio.
At itong si Ian Melencio has scored 10 points in this 12-0 run para sa kupunan ng General Trias Braves. So we're gonna have a few subs come in. Reverente is gonna take a seat. Babalik itong si Mangalino. Reverente picked up his 4th foul. And Melencio completes it. 15-0 run by Gentry.
22 points now, partner, para dito kay Melencio.
I'll make that a 13-0 run. I correct myself. It was 70-62 earlier. Defense starting to clamp down on the shooters. And another whistle. This time it's a double foul. Ang may tatawag, Mangalino and Rivera. But Rivera's gonna pick up his 4th.
Yep, and things getting physical between the two. And I think si Mangalino has been complaining about the physicality of Rivera. And right now, nag-boomerang pabalik sa parehong players ito.
Pareho silang nahuli that time.
That's correct.
That will be team foul number 4, however, para dito sa Paranaque. That's only the first team foul for General Trias. So 4 and 56 remaining. This is a luxurious 5-point lead para dito sa kupunan ng Braves. However, Paranaque has been scoreless over the past 3 minutes of this game. Melencio from deep. Wala. And Dwight Sagigit gets it.
This gym would have exploded kung pumasok yung partner.
Almajeda attacks. Mangalino hesitates. Mangalino. If that's on Rivera, he's gone.
And just like any other player, partner, hindi naman wala talagang mamaamin na naka-foul, no? But obviously, Rivera was clipping the arm of Mangalino.
Well, that's it for John Rivera. He's played a great game today. However, he is disqualified on fouls. At papalit naman sa kanya, ito si Jong Bondok. Mangalino to the free throw line.
Well, so far, we haven't seen Rabe, partner, come back in the...
Hindi pa.
No? Wala pa in the second half.
And Mangalino finally gets a point. More than 3 minutes scoreless. Ang Bagong Paranaque gets them both. 75-72, General Trias. 4.5 remaining in regulation. Escobar now. The defense is now extending para sa Paranaque. Bondok on the crossover. Bondok lost the ball on the way up. Vinny Bigaso picks it up.
Good defense there by Vinny Bigaso.
And here's Joshua Almajeda. Keeps it himself. Don't get it to go. And nobody back there to stop Bondok. Hahabol si Sagigit, but it's too late.
Defense there late on the recovery for Paranaque as everyone was on the offensive side of the floor.
Under 4 minutes remaining. Chance of defense dito po sa General Trias. Joshua Almajeda silences the crowd with a three.
A sigh of relief para dito sa Paranaque.
What a ball game we are witnessing, Coach Mike Perez.
Right, both teams not wanting to give up.
2-point lead for General Trias. Bondok! Wow!
And look at Prudente, partner, already celebrating even before that heave by itong si Bondok.
Unorthodox release with a great finish para kay Jong Bondok. 3 minutes and change to go here in the fourth. Dwight Sagigit. And Dwight Sagigit is pushed to the ground. That could go on Alan Evangelista.
What Alan on a foot race is always going to be late against Dwight Sagigit. And he was trying to catch up. And that time he was called for that foul.
Pangatlo para dito kay Evangelista. Pangatlo na rin para dito sa General Trias. They still have one more foul to give. With 3 minutes and 14 remaining, nobody wants to inbound para dito sa Paranaque. So Almajeda gets it in play. Dangerous pass, taken away.
Very dangerous, partner. You've got that defender on gentri as all over that post feed.
And Almajeda could be experiencing fatigue already at this point. Coach Mike has not rested the entire second half.
Could be, partner.
Melencio, they try to run the pick and roll. Sabi ni Melencio, akin na ito.
Once you get a Melencio downhill driving middle, difficult cover, partner.
21 in the game. And the lead is 7 for General Trias, 82-75. Sagigit. No. Mangalino lost it. Last touch. Guillen. Check that. Evangelista. Now Reverente with 4 fouls. This will be the gamble right now with 2:38 remaining.
Well, Paranaque playing with a little bit of hesitation right now. It shouldn't be the case because they still have 2:38 and they're only down, 2 possessions?
Well, John Rabe is gonna come back in. Mauupo muna ito si Almajeda and he is dead tired already at this point, which means Paulo Castro will now be the point guard. Mentes ang tira dito ni Paulo Castro. Sagigit will set it up. Mangalino providing the pick. And Sagigit gets it to go.
That's the second time that Sagigit was able to do that, but that time he was able to finish.
Mahaba-haba pa ito.
That's right.
2 minutes and 15 to go. The lead is 5 for General Trias.
All important stop here for Paranaque, partner, as we approach the 2-minute mark.
Nobody moving yet. Back cut ngayon para dito kay Escobar. Escobar gets it to go. And our last 2 minutes is brought to us by Reynal Laboratory. It is now 84-77. Castro, clutch shot. However, kailangan pa rin lang stops dito, Coach Mike.
That's right. And they just can't afford to exchange basket. They got to get a stop now and stop this momentum of Gentry, because every time they get that possession on their end, they almost always convert.
Melencio is dead tired as well as he tries to run the offense. 8 seconds sa shot clock. Melencio sa gilid. Escobar! Dagger!
The presence of mind of Escobar staying in that corner on the same side of Melencio. And Melencio, even if he saw that lane open, threw that corner pass over to his free teammate, and that basket good for Escobar.
Another clutch shot for another clutch shot. Etong si Escobar making it now an 8-point lead para dito sa kupunan ng General Trias, the undefeated squad. They were down by 8 points here in the fourth quarter. At bigla na lang humarurot, unleashing a 13-0 run. And it's starting to look like they have this game in the bag. Although, Coach Mike, we've seen a lot of strange things happen in the past.
That's correct. And, you know, so long as you've got a Dwight Sagigit, you've got a Paulo Castro, and Almajeda, that's no safe lead at all.
That's right.
They can score quickly in threes and in fast break transition sets.
Pero ito nga, the celebration has already begun here sa General Trias. Hindi pa po tapos itong ating ball game. A minute and 23 to go.
Very crucial yung 13-0 run na yun.
Yes,
partner.
yes.
Turn the tides on the favor of the Gentry Braves.
And we have, itong kupunan ng Gentry should really thank Ian Melencio for all of those efforts. Melencio is still on the floor.
And look at Coach John Flores as his players were going inside, telling their players to stay in the game and
Yes.
keep their heads in the game.
Yes. Actually, even if they win this game, there's still nothing to celebrate. Mahaba-haba pa yung dadaanan nila.
That's true.
Castro. Reverente. Fakes, fires the three. No. Mangalino gets it back. And that stays with Paranaque. 11 to shoot for the visitors.
And Reverente, the struggle in the three-point region continues for the guys. Only what? 1 out of 6, I think. From
1 out of 7,000 nga yung pakiramdam dyan.
That's right.
Sa gigit. On the drop pass to Felix Apreco. Apreco tries to look for the foul and he will be called for one. Oh! They will call this foul on Alan Evangelista, and that was the foul to give nitong kupunan ng General Trias.
So they go into penalty now.
That was only their
Third.
their fourth foul actually.
Okay.
But that's also for Evangelista. Reverente steps in. Hulu kay Apreco. They lose the ball.
That play right there was too crowded for the two players. They can't occupy the same spot that close.
Yun. And now they can befriend the clock. They're still in the backcourt, however.
And the thing is, if you're Paranaque, you're gambling at two players on Melencio at the backcourt.
10 on the shot clock. Melencio. On the step to the side. Melencio can't get it to go. Apreco. Kailangan nila magmadali. We only have 35 seconds to go. Sa gigit. They can't wait any longer.
You're wasting too much time, partner.
Sa gigit on the drive. And he will be fouled. Free throws coming up with 24 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, the concern here would be on that last 3 offensive sets. Para dito sa Paranaque, none of them involved ito si Paulo Castro.
Yun nga eh. Well, Jong Bondok will also foul out, but Guillen is gonna come back in.
And I think Coach John Flores wants a timeout on a basket made.
Move the ball to the front court and waste the time there.
That's right.
But if they do that, they'll only be given 14 seconds. However, this is a 3-possession lead.
That's right. With only 24 seconds on the clock.
Now a 2-possession lead. And General Trias will call this timeout 87-81. 2-possession lead, but they have the ball and they will get it in the front court. Now, if they opt to get it in the front court under the new FIBA rules,
They'll
Coach
get
Mike
14.
only get
They'll
14
get
seconds.
14, that's right. So I think itong sila Paranaque would try to get for a quick foul and test the free throws of Gentry Braves. And so far, Gentry, when you look at the percentages from the free throw,
Not that pretty, huh?
I don't think that's pretty. Well, 62% right now, 10 out of 16 for the Gentry so far.
And again, tandaan din natin, you factor in fatigue, you
That's
factor
right.
in the fact na buong laro na kayo nakababad sa sahig.
Correct. And consider the heat of this,
naman.
this gym.
Tayo kasi may ventilador tayo dito sa tabi
correct.
natin.
And so far it's Melencio with 24, followed by Bondok with 17, and Guillen, two players that we never even talked about at the start of the coverage.
Well, Guillen has done a great job inside, and once again, the CBA would like to thank Spalding, the official ball, Reina Laboratory, Jerry's Grill, RCG Sportswear, the official outfitter, and Hurricane HLV fans. So they do get it in the front court, 14 to shoot, 10-second difference between the clocks.
Expect a quick foul here from Paranaque.
Steal muna ang atupagin nila rito. Let's see if they can get that done. Almost!
Almost right there. They tried to get Escobar through an elevator right there on a double screen from top of the key.
Si Guillen natapikan.
They'll run that again.
Sa labas ngayon. That's the guy you want to foul. Ito si Porto. They're not fouling though.
Not fouling though, that's correct.
They get it to Evangelista, and Evangelista is fouled by Dwight Sagigit. So with only 15 seconds remaining, 2-possession game, 1 free throw will ice this. Para kay Alan Evangelista, and they will stay undefeated. Dito sa CBA, their 8th consecutive win.
Well, Paranaque got their own little run coming from the eliminations and then battling it out. The third seed to get past the semis. Right now they're in the finals.
And I'm sure the coaching staff of both San Juan and Caloocan are watching this game intently, but they still have business to do tomorrow. Right sa gigit, going all the way for the layup. 9.2 remaining. 88-83. Walang aksidente lang dapat dito. Apreco tries to foul. None was called. And Evangelista is gonna pound it. That's gonna do it. 90-83 could be our final. Humirit pa si Castro. That's gonna do it. The General Trias Braves advance to the semifinals of the CBA with this 90-83 victory kontra sa bagong Paranaque. You gotta tip your hats off, or your hat off to Coach Mike Sagigit and the rest of his group. They brought up a really great game plan. Yun nga, they were ahead by 8 points to fourth quarter. But again, the experience and the system of John Flores prevailing in this one.
That's correct. And they were battling toe-to-toe against the Gentry Braves, except for that run in the middle of the third quarter, which really separated these two teams. And from that point on, Paranaque unable to recover, having difficult time getting anyone else to produce for them.
O, kagandahan din dito para kay Coach John Flores. May mga iba siyang players who didn't really perform well dun sa ating game, but the ones that really did step up, ito si Guillen, Evangelista had his moments.
That's
John
right.
Rivera also had his moments there. Escobar with a big three dun sa gilid to put the game practically out of reach. But again, ito na mga si Ian Melencio was really the torchbearer of this game.
That's correct. And you see the contribution of little-known players such as sila Bondok, sila Guillen, sila Escobar. I mean, these guys, like what I said earlier, not even names mentioned at the start of the coverage.
Well, ito si Gwen Maceda is going to be interviewing ang ating player of the game a little in a few moments. Pati na rin si John Flores as Commissioner Pido Arencio approaches them over at center court. What a win. Nasubukan dito itong kupunan ng General Trias. So we're gonna send it right now to Gwen Maceda for our best player of the game interview. Go ahead, Gwen.
I am Gwen Maceda, your courtside reporter. Espesyal ang araw na ito at espesyal din ang buwan na to. Ang buwan na to ay espesyal dahil ang nakuha natin ang kalayaan ng Pilipinas. And ngayon nanalo kayo sa Division Finals of the South. How does it feel?
Sobrang saya na nakuha namin to. Lalo na nandito kami sa home court. Sa home court, maraming salamat sa mga taga-Gentry na sumuporta. Pinagpaguran talaga namin to every practice. Laging sinasabi ni Coach, sayang yung pinagpaguran namin, lalo na dito maglalaro sa home court namin.
May gusto po ba kayong bati?
Binabati ko nga pala yung asawa ko na nanonood, si Jessel J, na yung tatlong anak ko, si Yana, si Chaching, si Chaster, at saka yung mama at papa ko. Mga tito pinsan ko, Melencio family, Akipel family, Magat family, tsaka yung mga kumpare ko, Consele, Deo Cadiz, binabati ko, yun lang.
Thank you.
Lancaster, tsaka kay Vice Morit, Mayor John, tsaka kong Oni, maraming salamat po.
Coach, napanatili ninyo ang unbeaten title. Patuloy na po ba ito sa finals?
Iba na siyempre, no? Iba na yung makeup nung makakalaban namin sa susunod. Pero gusto kong i-commend yung Paranaque. They gave us a hard time. You know, they played well, but in the end, it was yung heart ng mga boys namin. Pero like I said, ibang level na kasi championship na eh. So, hindi na namin pwedeng pag-usapan yung mga nagawa namin the last time.
May gusto po ba kayong batiin?
Yes, si Congressman, pasalamat lang ako sa Lancaster City kay Congressman John Ferrer, tsaka Mayor Oni Ferrer and Vice Moritz Season, and my wife Sarita and my son Jose. Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. Vice Mayor Moritz Season, good evening po. Nakakatuwa na unti-unting nakikilala ang General Trias bilang isang basketball haven. Tell us about how this team was formed.
Yeah, nakakatuwa at awa ng Diyos. Una, nagpapasalamat kami sa Panginoon at yung programa namin sa basketball dito sa General Trias, dire-diretso at unti-unting nakikilala talaga ang General Trias. Itong mga batang to, simula nung mga binata pa yan, nag-uumpisa pa lang sila, magkakasama na kami. Kaya natutuwa ako hanggang ngayon magkakasama at pinapakita nila yung husay nila sa larangan ng basketball.
May gusto po ba kayong batiin?
Siyempre, papasalamat kami sa aming leaders, sa aming Congressman John Ferrer, Mayor Oni Ferrer, sa bumubuo ng General Trias, sa Lancaster, sa sponsor namin, kay Sir Francis, at sa buong coaching staff. Maraming salamat at siyempre sa buong Gentry sa inyo, maraming salamat sa inyo sa suporta sa General Trias Braves.
Thank you po, and Noel and Coach Mike.
Thank you very much, Gwen Maceda, interviewing our Vice Mayor, pati na rin si Coach John Flores, and of course, our player of the game, Ian Melencio. Talk about the impact nito si Ian Melencio. His plus-minus must have been off the charts.
Right, and you know, like what I said, every time you get Ian Melencio starting the offense, facilitating that and organizing that, just like that triple in the corner of Escobar, and amongst other situations, the value of a Melencio that you have if you're Gentry Braves.
When you go back to this game, tandaan natin, that was a big 13-0 run. When
That's
they were
right.
down by 8, itong General Trias Braves, they leaned on Melencio, and Melencio not only scored most of the baskets but got everybody else involved. So now moving on, makikita natin dito Braves, they have won this division already, Southern Division. Hinintay nila kung sino man nanalo sa Northern Division. Where does this put us now in the playoffs?
Well, I think a scary sight for whoever's going to come out of the Northern, because this gym so far has not seen the Braves lose.
Yeah.
So that's going to be one of the challenges that's going to come up. Plus, like what Coach Vice Mayor Moritz said, no, bata pa lang sila, magkakasama na sila, and napakasarap ng pakiramdam nun, na sabay-sabay kayong lumaki, and now you're at this level, and you are 2 games away from getting the CBA crown.
The race to a million continues for the General Trias Braves, and of course tomorrow ang labanan naman sa ating Northern Division. It will be Caloocan taking on San Juan. Who will it be? Stick around here sa CBA coverage natin as we bring you more action tomorrow on behalf of Coach John Flores katuloy. On behalf of Coach Mike Perez, pati na rin itong si Gwen Maceda. My name is Noel Zarate. We will see you tomorrow for more action from the Community Basketball Association Philippines.
Sarap, ganda na experience.